Okay, hello YouTube. Sorry about the silence, just checking it's all working. Welcome back to more VR. We're going for some more hot dog sausages and hand grenades. Haven't done anything for a little bit. I'm moving from the depths for a minute. I'm having a bit of a moment of like, with from the depths, because I'm like, we seem to be getting to a point where we're really struggling a lot more. Like our ships are really struggling to actually punch through, and after all the work we built to do the flagship, hasn't worked great, honestly. The guns don't seem to do a lot of damage to things most of the time. And the torpedoes obviously can't hit anything that isn't in the water. And we obviously lost one very recently, and I'm like, we did all that work to build something really big and impressive, and it doesn't even work. We don't have a great counter to them at the moment, so yeah, it's kind of something I've been thinking about a lot at the moment, and I'm just like, we may have to do some new craft building very imminently. But yes, I figured, why not do a bit more VR for a little bit? That's what I'm going to do for the rest of this recording session. So, we're going to try out Revenge of the Rotweiners. This is the, what would you call it? This is the sort of zombie survival game mode. We'll do a new one. We'll do it on standard. Let's go. This is a mode that, while I know Anton doesn't do that much on at the moment, I don't think it's been updated for a long time. I think it's really good. There's a few things that are not so great, but I think overall it works really well if you actually do the quest lines and use all the mechanics and things. I think this is a really fun game mode. So it makes use of a lot of different aspects of H3VR. The only thing is, it's very hot today. So A, I might be having to breathe a bit harder, but B, the inside of the VR goggles is steaming up a little bit, which is not great. This isn't an issue I've had for a long time. So hopefully I'll still be able to see, but if I do anything stupid or get hit by any enemies which I've seen coming, that might be why. God, actually it's too tight as well. I need to adjust the headset a little bit. Loading times. I can see on my computer screen, actually, probably in your recording, that we can already see the level. I can't see it through my headset yet. Oh, it's just coming in now. I haven't been on VR for a few days, so I might be a little bit, well, for a little while, so I might be a bit out of it. Oh, it's been slow. Oh, there we go. So, we're in this strange place. We have this man who I can talk to, or this hot dog. We have this thing. We'll get back to that later, and also it's showing for the wrong controller. My glasses are steaming up real bad. We have this. This we'll get to in a minute. We have whatever this stuff is. And of course we have the seizure wall. Yeah, we'll go back to that in a minute as well. But first, let's talk to this man. Who it took me a while to work out how to talk. In fact, the first time I played it, I think I ultimately ended up stealing his gun and shooting him with it. I'm not going to do that this time. Yet.
Howdy. Howdy. Howdy again. My name is, Tutorial, Wiener. Yep, my name is Tutorial Wiener. I'm originally from the Midwest, but now I work here in Honey Hamlet as an assistant, I mean intern for Dr. Rormart. I work in his lab, which is upstairs, by the way, and I help him run cognitive regression analyses. Oh, and sometimes I hand draw scatter plots of quantum
Oh,
barometric
jeez.
anti-pressure systems. But mostly I polish crates, which is quite fulfilling. I really
For
enjoy
anyone
it.
wondering what the movement was, that was me wiping the inside of the thing so I could
Oh,
see.
congratulations! This is your first quest.
Yeah,
You click the icon with the magnifying glass and the question mark, and that
we
means
don't need this
I'm
yet.
supposed to give you something to do. Right, so please don't leave before I finish telling you about your quest, because then
Nah,
the quest doesn't actually begin, and I have to start over and explain everything again. Anyway,
he knows.
your first quest is to click the magnifying glass icon again after I'm finished talking, which is now. Okay, nice work clicking that icon again. So here's your first quest. I mean, your second quest. Right, so upstairs there's this scientist, Mr. Rormart. He's a brilliant inventor. He's just
Up there,
really great.
on the top
And
floor.
he made it so that you can store important items in your stomach. Yep, it's really handy. You can eat as many meat cores as you want, and you can eat herbs and other useful, seemingly random things, and you can
He's not
store
wrong.
them all in your stomach. Okay, so your second quest is to eat all the stuff on that table, and then talk to me again when you're done.
There it is. Eat all the stuff on this table, like giant meatball. leaf. Tin can. Which, no, you don't open it. You just...
Well, hey, good work. Look at you swallowing entire tin cans.
Yes.
Whole. Right. So
Yes.
unfortunately, I'm gonna need that can back from your stomach.
Whoops.
Right. So
Oh, well, we didn't
what
need that
you
anyway.
do is you use one of your floating see-through controllers to point at the little tin can picture on that circle thing underneath your other floating see-through controller.
He means
And
this.
then you pull the trigger on the first controller, and then you vomit. You induce vomiting. And that's your third quest. You need to aim your head at that wooden tub over there on the floor and puke out that tin can. It's like target practice. Yeah, fun times. Bullseye! You hit the target with your puke. Well done.
Yeah, read it as well.
Speaking of
Wonderful.
targets, it's time to move on to the violence portion of my checklist and give you your fourth quest. So,
Violence.
there's a gun case sitting on a table out front. I'm gonna need
Over
you
there.
to go up to the gun case and click those two glowing latches on the front of it, and then pull the case open. And woo, there's a gun inside the case, and it's yours to keep. So your quest is to take your new handgun and shoot a few of the targets out there. Now, please keep in mind that I have absolutely no idea how firearms work. So, unfortunately, if you also don't know how to operate your handgun, well, then I suppose you'll probably die, I guess.
Yes. Wait, no.
But hey, the good news is that you'll be dying a lot regardless. So that's nice.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, this game is a roguelite. He's not wrong on that. So, if you die, you restart. But some of your progress, like things like this teleporter that we can activate later, will stay. It's like a location in town that we can teleport between, but we can't use it yet, because again, it's not running. We'll get to that later. But yes. What we'll do a few episodes every now and then. We'll actually play through the entirety of this plot line. We'll do all the quests, etc. Except for some of the optional ones, because they can be a bit awkward. That is bigger than I remember it looking. Also, the game is not running great. A little bit of jitter. Right. Well, my headset is not. Yes, we have a gun. You might notice I actually took both magazines. There's a reason for that. Let's do a bit of target practice first quickly. Yeah, so you can't spawn like ammo in this. What you have to do is go over to one of these things. Oh. Refill them. Yeah, we can actually, can. Put the magazine in. We've got an extra round and it's already loaded. Yeah, you can also load individual bullets and hold them with it, but you'll have to actually load them into the magazines. In fact, I might do that. Might just have one slot in the inventory just full of raw bullets, and then we can refill it when we get a moment, even if we can't swap mid-battle. There we go. We'll hold on to those as spares. Oh, that I think we need to leave, because I think we need that later. I think I've had trouble with this tutorial before of accidentally breaking that early.
Howdy. Wow, nice shooting there, partner. It looked like you really enjoyed yourself. Really enjoyed yourself. How
Nope,
about
that's the
we
wrong
let
button.
you work out some more of your issues and give you another quest?
I thought you could spin them. Maybe that's just
There are
revolvers.
some boxes on the second floor of this building that have some useful stuff in them. And also they glow.
Okay.
Because of course they do. Why don't you head upstairs, find yourself some of those nice glowing boxes, and just smash them open. You can
Gotcha.
use one of the rusty tools that are lying around, or you can just hit them with your gun. Regardless, you get to keep what's inside. Because hey, if folks actually wanted to keep their stuff, why would they put it in a box? It's just silly.
Yeah, that's what I said about that, because I have a feeling I've had trouble with this quest not spawning boxes properly. I know we're off to a slow start, but trust me, it gets better. Looks like we're okay today. Look at that. That is actually lucky. That's another magazine, and that's for our gun. Yeah, the rusty tools don't last very long. Like, at all. They break very quickly. Dang, look at really good luck. It might be more scripted since it's a tutorial, but usually you're not that lucky getting magazines for guns you actually have. This will come back to later as well. This is a whole other thing. I'm also going to smack that one, because it's here. And what can I do with this survivor chow, you may ask? Well, what do you think? I can buff it up when we need it as well. And believe it or not, we'll need that later. Because that's actually a quest item. I'm actually kind of surprised we got that right here. If there's any other targets we missed tuning while I'm down here. We'll see my average accuracy, by the way, so no one's disappointed for later. Even at that range. I'll put it there a sec. I do quite like this pistol. I think it is larger than it used to be, but I do seem to remember him saying something about rescaling some guns. So I wonder if this actually was misscaled at the start and they've actually redone it.
Howdy! Smashing! That's British for good job.
Hmm.
Box smashing.
No,
Okay,
we won't do that.
I think you're almost ready to head out, but first, one last quest.
Check it. I don't know if this records. No, okay, so I can check on stuff while I'm...
Talk to the boss wiener, Dr. Rormart. He's got some important things to explain to you.
Okay, this might take a while.
And his teleportation experiments.
No.
That have surrounded our sleepy little town.
That's also happening.
Your last
Forgot about that.
Is to talk to Dr. Rormart and listen to everything he has to say. After that, come talk to me so I can give you something special. It'll let you teleport out of here.
Oh, that's good. We do want that actually then. Yeah, we do want to finish the tutorial even if it's a little painful. I think that activates the teleporter at the front and maybe shuts down the shield as well. Arm swinger. Oh boy. Ah yes, we'll go back to that as well later. But that's another teleporter, I could say that now.
Howdy. Well, hello there. Glad to see that you still
Also going to take that.
at least most of your marbles after that blow to the head. Do you know where you are? This is the Honey Hamlet.
That.
And I am the esteemed Dr. Rotweiners. This is my workshop.
This is about a hit where I can quickly grab it, he says, not getting it. Yes, so you get quite a lot more conversation topics. I believe that's just the dialogue we just had.
It seems you've gotten here at the worst of times. Trying times indeed. We are beset by a horde of rotten meat.
No.
Reanimated through some as yet unknown phenomena. We're safe in the Honey Hamlet.
This we'll get back to later as well.
Only a matter of time until they get in here.
I've forgotten about that, but we will get back to that later. So we're trying to get out.
Remember, each translocator
You're trying to escape the area.
one or more quantum protein resemblers, based on the distance that translocation must occur over. Each one must be crafted here, using my meat reactor. Just be careful once you craft one. They are a touch volatile.
Basically, what he's saying, it's not explaining the best here, but this machine here, you can put cores into. It tells you a little bit about each core there, blah, blah, blah. They actually are quite funny. So, yeah, like, taste, don't eat this. Or if you have a teleporter in your stomach that requires you to, I'm sorry. Reach out and texture. Reach out and touch the underside of your tongue. That's this, but softer and slimier. Nose. My mouldy core brings all the flies to thee everywhere. Probably shouldn't store indoors. I forgot that these ones you actually can fall through. But yeah, you get 10 energy worth of cores, which you put into the top of that thing. You can make a battery. You put the battery in the teleporters like there, although I don't know if this one needs it specifically or that one needs something else. I genuinely can't remember. Although this one's already active, I think. But you put the batteries in the teleporters, you activate them. So you do have to do a bit of shuttling cores back. You keep the cores between runs, you don't lose them, unless you're on the hardest difficulty. You have to do a bit of shuttle cores back to here, make a battery, go back to the teleporters, load it in, and then you can fast travel out there. So it's a bit of a runaround, but it's not the worst quest in the world.
As far as I see it, there is only one way for us to escape this Rotweiner nightmare. It will be to refine my quantum protein resembler-based long-range translocation.
Oh yeah, we're trying to activate all of them.
So they can carry us far from here to salvation. I need someone like
Gun for pointing.
who can wiener themselves out there to help with my experiments. I need you to to dispatch a number of Rotweiners. Collect the meat cores that fall out of their broken wieners, use them here to craft a non-local protein resembler, and install it in the closest translocation node.
Okay, they do sort of explain it.
Located on top of the Spork in the Road gas station outside of town.
Oh, they want me to activate the gas station specifically. Yeah, we do want to do that because that's kind of a bit of a hub location. You kind of travel from there to a lot of other places, so we want to do that quite quickly.
The one benefit of this outbreak is that it appears the Rotweiners contain within them a concentration of exotic matter fused with meat. I call them meat cores. I've engineered a way for you.
Clicky lanyard.
I've installed a micro prototype of my translocator inside you while you were asleep.
The stomach.
You
No.
can simply eat the meat cores, and they will be
Can't eat the bullets.
translocated back here.
Probably for the best.
If you need them at any time to craft things, merely induce vomiting. Convenient, yes.
Hang on. Oh, cool. So you don't even have to... I thought you had... This is just setting up and fiddling with. I thought you had to, Oh. I thought you had to hold a button to catch magazines in your other hand, but no, you just have to put the hand near it. Okay, that's good. That makes that easier for later.
As I mentioned, I was setting up translocation endpoint node frames around the Wiener.
You're talking too long.
They're
Nope.
going to be the future of all transit. Yes, the world will see. They function via a sort of protein data translation process fused with the latest in 7G technology.
Oh, God.
You can imagine how expensive my mobile phone bill is these days.
Oh, dear. Right. That might be new. I don't remember that line. Right. Anyway, let's... I think that's everything, unless we need to do that dialogue one, but I think we did that.
Howdy.
Are we done?
You did it.
We're done.
You're finally ready to head outside and meet
Hooray.
the sweet and completely normal residents of Honey Hamlet. All you need to do now is walk outside to the teleporter.
I think we do need to talk all of them to get their quests.
next to the force field and look behind the map. I left a battery there in
Ah.
a wooden bucket for you. Just put the battery in the rectangular slot on the back of the teleporter. It's on the top of the rear column. You'll find it. All of the other teleporters in Honey Hamlet are already powered up, so you can travel wherever you want. It's easy. Look at the map that's next to the teleporter, and at the bottom of that,
So just admiring the gun.
there's a row of buttons. You
I
pick
do like
whatever
this one.
location on the map,
Looks wise, at least, anyway.
the button that corresponds to that location, and then step onto the teleporter, and then whoom, you're there.
Definitely a bit of jitter. Sometimes the VR, I think, doesn't start up quite perfectly, and it's a little bit... that's working okay.
So yeah, go have some fun.
Thank you.
I'll just be here polishing crates.
Have fun with that. Right. In other words, you're good to go. Ah, but I just seen something. Yeah, remember that leaf we picked up? We'll need those later. But you can find more of them in the environment, and there's more types as well. We might as well grab that one while we're here. Health is up above as normal, 5,000. Assuming you guys can see that. Never quite sure how this translates out. Oh, you know what I haven't checked? We're not on full screen. Let's see if I can quickly adjust that while we're still in recording. Because I always forget this. I have tried. I couldn't quite work out a full screen. You'll still unfortunately get the bar at the top and the bottom. I couldn't work out quite how you're supposed to get around that. There might be a way, but I don't know if you can adjust screen settings for a game that isn't running on the screen. It's running on this. But anyway, I thought this shut down. Jesus Christ, that's bright. I don't want to look at that too long. I thought that shut down after you did this quest, but it might be that it shuts down later on. Oh no, we haven't done the thing yet, have we? Excuse me, isn't that meant to be the battery? We might have to reload and skip the intro. I did say I've had trouble with this before. Oh, what we can do before we do that, though, is you see that bucket? Yeah, we can eat that too. Yeah. And again, we'll keep that. Yeah, I think we're going to need to reset because I think something's wrong because we should be able to leave now. That battery should be there, and I'm not seeing it. Yeah, come on, finish me off. It's frustrating because we actually found a load of extra magazines. Come on. There we go. But we're going to have to restart. Quickest way, shoot yourself in the head. Right. It was classic save 2, right, I think. I think that's right. I think it was 2. We'll know because we'll have far too much stuff if it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure it was number 2. But yeah. Yeah, that I have a feeling I've had that bug before. There should be a teleporter battery there and it just wasn't there. I won't go through the tutorial again. We'll see if we can skip past it. If not, I'm not sure. I hope we can. I don't want to go through that again. If we can't, I'll shoot myself again, and we'll skip to the next quest. Right, is the battery there? Okay, yeah. I don't know what happened before, but you notice it's in there now. We're good. We can now move on. Right, we'll check the house ready crates, see if we can get something nice again. But what's this one again? I think there are a few different guns that can spawn in here, but this one seems to be the most common from past experience. Right, any... Oh god, definitely getting a lot of jitter at the moment. Right, any boxes on the inside, on the upper floors, or do they only spawn as part of the... I think they only spawn as part of the tutorial. We'll have some melee weapons though. Oh yeah, that's going to be stuck in my view for the next however long. I'll tell you what, let's put it down there. I was a little wary of putting stuff down there in case I accidentally grab it, but it'll be okay. Yeah, we set them to green, that's fine. I'll just come back if they break anyway. Right, we're out into town. I don't need the gun yet. I don't know why I picked this up. Prosciutto. Or prosciutto? Isn't that a type of wine or cheese or something? No, it's Prosecco is the wine. Isn't there a prosciutto cheese or something? Also, is there something in there? I don't know if there's something in there, but there is a box up there, and yes, we can get it. It lagged for a moment there. Oh, what have we found? We found a little sight. Two-part iron sight. We don't have a gun that could use it yet, but we might find one later. Yeah, you can find all sorts in these boxes. Guns, magazines, etc. Nothing. They don't always have stuff in them. Oh yeah, because of the way the game sort of moves with your head, you can sometimes use your head to sort of vault stuff. Weird little trick I found. You can actually climb up these with a teleport movement. You can actually just stand right at the bottom and just teleport on top. But we are on foot. We get to run. That's fine. We can have a look around stuff while we're here. There's a crate in that building. We might as well have that too. Nope. What I might do that might make it run better. Sorry if I'm pausing a bit. Again, I'm a little out of practice on running VR. I'm going to close down. Don't think it's what's recording. I'm going to close down the Chrome window, and that will hopefully speed the computer up a little bit. You going to close down or what? Ah, come on, computer. There we go. Okay, hopefully that'll run a bit better at my end. It still froze again for a moment when that happened. Found a grip. It's be good if we can again get a gun that actually has attachment points on it, which we might not for a while. The guns are semi-random, sort of sealed away, and also dependent on area. We will do some of the little quests here. We'll also try and move on fairly quickly to getting out into the environment. So, that's it, right. Hello. Oh, first thing we can do. Well, we'll talk to him first. Yeah, I'll take that. But tell you what, there. Oh, what too far away. Sorry about that. I forgot about that. He literally warned me in the tutorial. Do not take too long.
The plant life here is deeply fascinating. Did you know there are no less than 5 unique species found just in this square kilometer?
It's these specifically.
Could be so interesting. Well, other than the zombies. What's that about anyway?
Long story. That will not spoil here.
If you'd like to make some sausages, just drop some meat cores in my grinder over there, and the herb you want, and press the button. Be careful though, mixing herbs together. A few of the combinations are quite explosive.
Actually, no. We will not make any yet. But those are the sort of combination of ingredients you'd want. We'll take his quest. We'll just talk to him about the quest for now. We'll need that in a minute.
I need someone to gather specimens for me of the flora indigenous to this area.
Like this one?
The first one I need is the aptly named ketchup leaf.
These country bumpkins and their names.
There we go.
Thank you verily for retrieving that specimen for me. Now we just need to finish the collection.
There's another box up there, just on top of that house. You might want to try and get that.
Happy to share my notes on what they do.
Yes, so I think... Yeah, now that we have the ketchup leaf, this sign appears. This tells you what they do. If I remember correctly, with these, yeah, you put 2 of those in at a core that isn't the mouldy core, I think, and you'll get a health sausage. Obviously useful. You can also cook them and blow yourself up quite easily with this. Be very careful. This wants you dead. Like, I'm not really exaggerating that much. This thing absolutely is trying to kill you. So I just pausing for a minute as well because I'm checking that. It's full of lighter fluid. Yeah, if you accidentally set that on fire with some matches, you will blow up. I am going to keep this though because we might need this later. Occasionally you need fire in this. We did see another crate while we were talking to him, but yeah, we've taken his quest. I think his stuff still spawns anyway. Some of the quests only, I think, start spawning once you talk to the person who gives them to you. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Oh, it's fine. Talk to the other townsfolk quickly, take all the quests, and then we'll get going. More crops here to eat. Had a lot. We could go back and make a hell sausage now, but I'm not going to worry too much. We'll stockpile for a little bit for now. Because again, we'll keep those between runs. You notice even though I shot myself to finish off that glitched bit, we still came back.
I'm Sarah Wiener, and this is my farmstead.
Like that.
What I raise? Oh, this and that.
Sunflowers mostly, by the look of it.
Crops, though, what with those Rotweiners running around killing people. You'd think someone would do something about it. I'm not as young a wiener as I used to be, and my back's been giving me fits. Tends to be a bit lonely, too. Say, could you do an old wiener a favor? I left my favorite lawn wiener, Gary, out in the backyard. Would you mind bringing it in for me?
Why it looks exactly like she does, I could not tell you. But there he is, literally spawning in just now. I think we can potentially smash him by accident. I seem to remember that happening once, so let's maybe not do that. And there it goes.
Howdy.
Easiest quest in the game.
Thank you so much, stranger. If you ever need to borrow any of my farm tools here, feel free to take them anytime.
Yeah, we've got a trowel. I know it looks goofy, but it is actually sharp. You can actually hurt enemies with this. It is a bit of a last resort, but if you're out of bullets, it is a weapon. Usually at that point I recommend running rather than really trying to engage most Rotweiners with this, but you can, some limited success. That's the gate out of town. We'll be there later, but later? We'll be there later. Hello.
Howdy.
This is the bit I use the least.
Oh, me? I'm Myra Wiener. Did you come here to have one of my delicious meat pies? They're kind of my specialty. I'd offer you one, but someone keeps coming by and taking them without telling me.
Yes, I am stealing all their weapons.
You like to bake too? Well, I have a secret for you. His name's Charlie. He's, well, I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, yes. I forgot about this.
Other than delicious, he's my little secret ingredient. If you go out back, you can smash his head right off, and those little nuggets will fall out. Collect those, add some ketchup leaf, and you'll be able to bake a delicious sweet pie.
We're going to
Don't
need
worry
this.
about old Charlie, though. His head'll grow back eventually.
Okay. Yeah, if you can hear the smashing noises out here. Hello, Charlie. Yeah, it's the first Rotweiner. No, yeah, we've got to actually break it up. You get a core. Yeah, so you can make pies out of the cores, and I believe they do stuff. They have like buffs, but I don't use them very often. I think, yeah, tasty Charlie bits. Calls them Charlie bits, not meatballs, so I guess she doesn't know. Yeah, what was it? Makes Charlies mad at each other, so that makes enemies attack each other. Or maybe I should have been using these more. That's really useful. Makes them stop moving. I think it basically makes you faster is what's actually going on there. Makes them go to sleep. Makes them look all fancy. Does that do anything? Might try to make one of those at some point, and attracts the others. Yes, if you use 2 meat cores, you can make a pie that actually attracts them towards you. Or towards you. Actually, no. Do you eat them yourself, or do you throw them? Maybe you throw them at enemies. Maybe that's the idea. You throw them at the enemy, and then it sets off the effect, but obviously my throwing arm in this particular VR game at least is very bad, so I don't tend to do that. Right, let's have a look at this building. This one is one of the important ones. She doesn't actually have a quest. You need her pies for one of the other quests, but she doesn't have one on her own. Oh yeah, we never read the other monster thing. I don't think that's an important one, but basically it's telling you about the Rotweiners, the basic ones, and it mentions that the weak spot of them is the torso, not the head, which is really important because they're really resistant to bullets to the head. You need to know that, really, to fight them well. They did put it on the first building, but yeah.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I'm Robert Weiner. I'm the ranger.
Definitely having that.
Say, can you hear that? Oh, my ears are ringing something fierce. Anyway, I'm the ranger around here.
Can't do that.
I was attacked by some of those Rotweiners a while back. Now I'm a bit indisposed.
I'm getting himself a bit of tinnitus by the sound of it. Bullets?
Need more ammunition for your bolt actions. Come on back here. Got a cache around for them. 51, 308, 338, 408, and all the old stuff, like 54R. Meat, am I glad to see you. I was in the process of setting up some traps to help deal with the Rotweiners when a passel of them ambushed me. I managed to get away, but they did some damage.
He's marked where he's put the traps.
Where was I? Oh, if you could go and reset my traps for me. Take out some of them Rotweiners. If you
Yeah.
do for me, I'll give you my bolt action to help out.
You haven't seen the British actor anywhere, have you?
No, I have not. I'm recording at the moment, by the way, but
Oh, sorry, Bill.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just not sure. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry about that, folks. Brief interlude from real life. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, he's basically saying, go reset the traps. First ones are at the gas station, fuel station, whatever you call it. It would be gas station for America, wouldn't it? Right, where have we not been? We haven't been to South America. We've been to Sarah's, we've been to Myra. Been to Dusty's. We're at Bobbert, I think. 7. There's the teleporter. Ah. Nothing? That's strange. They normally always have something in them. Really? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, so here you can reload. You can't reload that, but... Oh, whoops. But it's the standard ammunition. You do his quests, you unlock more of these that have better bullets in them, or different types of bullets. Still a little bit random, but usually means you can get something better like armor piercing or incendiary or something, or hollow points.
Named Sam Weiner, sovereign citizen.
Also mentioned we'd need something here.
You already know that. They're listening on everything I say and do. Probably listening to us talk right now. Wait until they hear the right thing and then...
I know what's wrong here.
Black.
We're on the wrong belt, so that we should have different stuff. Or is this the default now? Maybe it's the default for Rotweiner, I can't remember. Yes, quest.
First the Rotweiners came,
Put that there for the moment, because like I say, we're going to need that.
any Wiener worth their salt should know how to deal with the undead. But these pacification goons running around have got me nervous about running out of supplies. I need to bring me some survivor chow to add to my cache. In return, I'll reload your magazines for you.
Oh, survivor chow.
But not so much food.
Yeah, so
You give me that survivor chow from the gas station yet?
there it is.
It's just an elaborate plan of theirs to starve me out of here.
Oh, yeah, so there's 3 different flavors. There's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. We found vanilla through luck, basically. The more of those you get, the more ammo reload stations you get.
You haven't heard? There are paramilitary death squads deployed to the north and south of Wienerton. They're not up here, so they haven't found this hideout yet. You're not gonna leave them here, are you?
We've got to watch out for them. They're later in the area. And now it's full of tracer rounds. That might actually be worse, but we'll see where they're going. Right, I think that's everything. We're good to move out. And we'd better get moving out because the recording's already 30 minutes in and I haven't done much because we've been bumbling around Wienerton. Still got you to talk to.
What? Sorry, trying to focus. I'm the deputy, Terrence Weiner. Would you mind giving me a second to finish up this game? Kinda in the middle of something.
Oh dear.
Oh, all right. If you want to be helpful, there's a bunch of folk here in the hamlet that need some help.
Basically, his quest is do everyone else's quests.
I'm supposed to let people know that the Rotweiner outbreak gets worse once you leave the Honeybake Hamlet here, or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh dear.
If you need some ammo for a revolver, I got a few boxes laying around here.
Thank you. Right, we're good to go. Oh, big lag spike. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, okay, we missed this before, but we can read it here. There isn't a lot to say about the typical Rotweiner. They don't look great, and they smell just as bad. Not sure what turned the locals into these hopping husks, but most of them have broken joints and poor motor skills, so whatever it was, must have been a bumpy ride. Risk assessment. One at a time, they aren't so tough. Despite their other limitations, they seem to have kept their sense of hearing. Yes, they'll hear you from a long way away. However, limit firearms discharges to a minimum unless absolutely necessary. Their weakest point appears to be their chest, contrary to common knowledge about such creatures. Must be where they keep all that rancid relish. Yep. Aim for the body. There should be some out here, I believe. There's a meat fire there, but we'll ignore it. Oh! There's traps right here. Okay, I forgot there was some right at the edge of town. There's our first wild Rotweiner. He probably hasn't seen us yet. Oh. I don't think you take damage from them, but you can set them off yourself. Rotweiners can absolutely take damage from them. Stop lagging, VR. Jeez. I might restart it after this recording. But we'll see how it goes. But the occasional weird lag spike. Right. So the trap sets. That quest will be done when we go back and talk to him. It will in a minute, but we're going to try and gather 5 cores so we can do the first of the Professor's quests. Wow, that really was it, huh? Lever action, so we've got a few shots in here. I'm going to use up all the disposable guns before we use any of the good ones. Almost every enemy drops cores. I think we've got 3 now. So we need 2 more, and then we should be able to go back and make our first battery. We will do that before we push any further towards the gas station. We'll try and maybe get the very first teleporter open for our first recording. I think that's a good place to aim for. It should drop a core. No, maybe they don't always drop cores. I thought they did. A lot of the things I thought were true about this are seeming to be a little bit on the sketchy side. Maybe it's been too long since I last played. Right. Da-da-da. Oh, I think that's the gas station there. Well, that is closer than I remember it being. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. Well, we can get a few bits done while we're here. We still need to gather a couple more cores, though. Usually a few more enemies wandering around in the first area. These bear traps are also fairly key for one particular enemy that we'll get to later, I'm sure. Whether he'll show up or not is a bit random, but I'm sure we'll see him in the playthrough at some point. And he's one of the optional quests that we might actually complete if we get the things for it. Do we want to go in yet? We'll leave it for the moment. Let's see if we can get some more cores. I saw one wandering around over there. I didn't see any on the ramp. It's weird. There's not that many spawning this time. There's normally more than this around. I don't know if some event later on triggers more to start spawning or what, but... Looks like that's all the shots out of there. He's dead. That one has seen me and is approaching, but he's very slow. Great, I should have saved that. That had a lot more shots I thought it would have for one of those pistols. Yeah, I might notice they're dropping the same guns that the enemies in Taken Hold. Or they have the same guns that the enemies in Taken Hold have that are terrible. Yeah, like I said, and also the rusted weapons are dreadful. They do not last more than a swing or 2 normally. Oh, that's the last core we need. Yeah, you don't have a punch either. You need a weapon or you can't do any damage. Ow. I said it was bad. I didn't say it was useless. I didn't want to use any bullets just yet. That should be enough cores for the thing. Let's see. Oh, no. Don't vomit up the tin can. We need that. There should be enough cores for our first battery, but let's also port the gas station lady and also grab the survivor chow that we need. We can go up on the roof. I don't know if there's anything up there. Was it the teleport? No, I think it's the teleporter is up here on this bit. Is that right? Yeah, teleporter's up on this bit. Another little mini lag spike. Ah, that we'll need later. In fact, that we can use now. We'll do that in a sec, 'cause I think we want to take the quest first. Yes, you can get all sorts of little random bits in the gas station. Gary the Gas Grill.
I'm allergic to peppers.
They're so weird, those. Actual ordinary flashlight. Don't know if we'll need that. We'll take it with us for now. Cracker. Wait, can we pull these? I genuinely don't know if you can do anything with these. Are these... They must be from the Christmas event, I guess. Survivor Chow. We do want that. Morse code for weenies. I still don't know if this is a... if this is like a reference to like a hidden quest or something, but as far as I can tell, it's not. I've seen it around a few times. Hello, spooky fella. We'll talk to you in a sec. Chester the Cactus. Oh dear. Also, Lighter. I'll take that over the matches. That is better than them, and apparently I can spawn lock it.
Howdy.
Oh, miss.
Hey, I'm Lori Weiner. I work here at the gas
Perfectly sane. Also, this thing,
over at Shaped Corn Dog.
not what it looks like. It's a Christmas light,
Circumstances.
but it's another one of these,
It's a
but
real shame.
useless at the moment. Oh, yes, local pyromaniac.
I'm guessing you're the wienery type by the look of you.
Yes, whatever that means.
You're out? I've been busy making
Also,
delightful fire traps.
yes,
and lighting
please.
out around the gas station. For roasting Rotweiners, of course.
Well, duh.
Anyone who doesn't pay.
Oh.
I need you to prime them with gas from one of the jerry cans right here.
On it. There's one right there. There's another one where there's a few of them scattered around the map. The more you do, the more stuff you get. And the first one is literally... I think we have to do it that way up. There you go. You press on. Flame traps. Enemies will catch fire if they're caught in those. I don't know if they have limited fuel. 6 missing outside local woods. Officials unfazed. Miranda Schlongs. Wow, they got some good names. Anyways, headache, blah, 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 blah. We'll get back to that later.
Howdy. Now we're cooking with gas. There's a few more sets of flame traps. I could use your help refueling. I set them up for the town of Wienerton at their north, west, and south gates. But the residents gave me a weird look. Ingrates. Be a doll and light them up for me, and I'll dig through my bag of tricks and see what I can find for you.
But yes, basically, activate more traps, which we can't do at the moment because we haven't got space for more gas cans, but... Well, we could do, but I don't think we're going to get to one of those in this episode. And she'll give us more fire-based weapons. What she's given us here is a flare pistol, but rather than loaded with flare rounds, it's loaded with Dragon's Breath shotgun rounds, the incendiary ones. And thankfully, there's two of these that could drop. One of them is the regular flare pistol, one is the high power. The regular one will explode after a single shotgun round fired through it, if it's too powerful. The high power will not. So we got lucky here. She dropped the better of the two that she can, and it's random each time the level spawns. So that's kind of the way a lot of the weapons work. Once you've done someone's quest, we'll spawn a weapon box, or the weapon will randomly spawn there when you come back. And each time you restart, it'll still be there. So because we finished that gas station quest, there'll always be a flare pistol there. But which one it is exactly will change, and that's true for a lot of them. You'll get like, I think the shops are quite a common one there. Once you actually can buy things in the shops. And once you've bought the item, it will spawn a box that will have a weapon of that type in it, but which one will be a little bit different each time. It'll always be free once you've bought it, and it'll be free each time you start a new run, but what it will be different. So it's always a little different. I really like it. Right. We'll wrap up in a minute, but we'll quickly finish up the first quest by running a battery back out. So let's go back to the lab. I believe it's number 1. Oh god, the jitter. Really bad. I really might restart VR after this recording. I don't know whether it's showing in what you guys can see or whether it's just doing this to me because you guys can see it correctly and it's using all the power to record. I'm stressing my old computer quite hard here. It's a fairly decent one, but it's not the newest. Right, so I believe what we do now is... I believe 5 of these. Whoops. These are the lowest power ones. We think. Science. Okay, battery. It's cumbersome and awkward, but we've got a battery. Now we're going to run back down to the gas station. But we can teleport to save a little bit of time. And back out again we go. We could have reloaded if we wanted to. Let's kill this guy while we're here and get some more cores. Sorry, sir. Not tremendously powerful, these rounds. I want to get better guns when we can. I actually hit myself with that and did damage. God dang it. Oh dear. Yep. No, you can hit yourself with those. We're going to grab that thing that I remembered is up here. The ketchup leaf. Ketchup leaf? I think it's ketchup leaf. Even though it's ketchup, it's a ketchup leaf. That might be what they're saying about the country bumpkins. The accent. Which I don't really want the shovel. It break every other time. Now it doesn't. Yeet. Thud. Right. No, wait, wrong way. The good news is getting back will be a lot easier because, of course, we're activating a teleporter. We go through here. There he is.
Howdy. Excellent. You've made it through short-range translocation without exploding. Yes.
Good start.
We must
Usually.
continue trying to increase
He's got his gun back.
if we're ever to escape this blasted Rotweiner-infested valley.
I also need some more shotgun rounds because I've only got this one.
It shows the various locations I've placed translocation endpoint node frames. Each one needs one or more crafted protein resemblers. Once you activate them, we can attempt translocation, and if successful, we'll have more data, and you'll be able to jump back between the frame location and this lab from here now on.
So yes, that's our goal. But I think given the timing, yep, this one's run on a bit long already. We'll call the episode there. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.